The so-called backstop option would see Northern Ireland aligned with tariffs rates set by Brussels to avoid a hard border. And Mrs May has now suggested extending this solution to the whole of the UK in a bid to break the Brexit deadlock. If agreed by Brussels and implemented by the UK, the last resort option would keep Britain shackled to EU customs rules until after the Brexit transition ends in December 2020. The solution would only kick in if the UK is unable to secure a better deal in time. Getty Brexit News. Theresa May's plan to break the Brexit impasse will reportedly be rejected by the EU. The European Commission has always understood it as applying to Northern Ireland only. EU source, but EU officials are said to be unhappy with the idea and believe the backstop option can only be used to cover Northern Ireland. An EU source told The Telegraph, the European Commission has always understood it as applying to Northern Ireland only. It has always said that Northern Ireland is a unique situation. The backstop clause was agreed in December and is designed to prevent a hard border on between Ireland and Northern Ireland if Britain is unable to secure a trade deal with the EU. Getty's May is expected to propose an extension of the Irish backstop option. Mrs May used an EU summit in Sofia to float her solution to the Irish border issue in a bid to restart the stalled Brexit negotiations ahead of a crucial meeting of EU leaders next month. After meeting with the PM, Irish Taoiseach Leo Varadkar said he was not discouraged by what he had heard. The EU is now waiting for Mrs May to formally propose the idea. But in addition to the possibility of the EU rejecting her plan, the PM also faces problems convincing Eurosceptics in her own party. The European Commission is reportedly not happy with Mrs May's idea. Former Tory leader Ian Duncan Smith signalled Brexiteers would only find the proposal acceptable if the focus was on providing a different, long-term solution. He said that a backstop could be useful, maybe for a month or two. He told BBC Radio 4 Today, if they do require to have some kind of backstop, most people will accept that on the basis that it is there for practical reasons. But that it is not in any way about the politics, it is wholly about the practicalities. The Prime Minister's cabinet is still deeply divided over how to solve the Irish border problem and the wider issue of allowing frictionless trade after Brexit. Ministers are exploring two possible solutions, a customs partnership and a system of maximum facilitation. The customs partnership is said to be Mrs May's favourite option and would involve the UK collecting tariffs on behalf of Brussels, then rebating companies which have overpaid. The maximum facilitation system, or MaxFac, is favoured by Brexiteers and would utilise technology and a trusted trader scheme to reduce the need for customs checks and border infrastructure.